Thank you, Coach. From beautiful South Florida, there's a look at Hard Rock Stadium in Miami. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Pittsburgh Steelers and the Miami Dolphins.
Here we go.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Rudolph going to lead the Steelers up now, 1st and 10. Now Rudolph on 1st down. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Bobby McCain. And they are going to set up shop at the 32-yard line.
Well, partner, that was not a good omen right there. The very first play from scrimmage, and you just want to give yourself a nice, simple throw and hopefully get yourself into a rhythm. That is the last thing you're expecting. And now you put your defense in a tough spot right from the word go.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up 2nd down. So the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. First carry for Kenyon Drake. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. He lost 4 there, and it's 3rd down.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Now the throw on 3rd down, knocked away and incomplete. The Steelers forcing an upcoming 4th down. And this is good from 57 yards out. That was bombs away right there. Well, the offense, they got the ball in a great spot, but they went nowhere. Forced him to take just the 3.
And they'll be, happy taking the 3. But those guys on the other side, they got to be ecstatic. They didn't let them get anywhere and made them kick a field goal. That almost feels like they got the advantage, doesn't it?
And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. And last time, 1-play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling. Because a 1-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, you get a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line.
No, check, Patriot!
Now a first carry for Daniel Pumphrey. And he's going to get hit at the line of scrimmage and driven backwards. No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down. And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively.
Detroit!
Here's Rudolph. Forced out to his left. He may try and run for this. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. Decent gain on the scramble to 6, but now it's 4th.
That was a good effort there, trying to do it on his own, but as a defender, you're in a tough spot because you have coverage responsibilities behind you, and if you take off too quick to try and get him down, he might loft it over your head.
So better to track with your man defensively than try to go up and make a stop on the quarterback.
Exactly right. What you're hoping is that your guys in the front seven can get him down.
The Dolphins offense now heads back on the field. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted. And we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that.
Come on, man. Get on that.
Love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see. He got 29 yards that time. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. They go play action here on 1st down. And the Steeler pressure too much here. He's going down. Bud Dupree leading the surge there. He drops him for a loss of 6. Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack. Operating from the gun. Strong. Buying time to his left. And that one got tipped. Kind of threw everything off. It brings up 3rd.
Well, we're not playing 3 yards in the cloud of dust football anymore. I kind of get why those old school coaches sometimes didn't want to throw the football. Because if it's popped up in the air, it almost turns into slow motion. And both sides trying to get to the football, and you're holding your breath wondering whether it's going to go good or bad for your team.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. From the gun, Strong. He's going to run, but he's got a long way to go. And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. A solid run of 11 there as he tucked it and ran, but he's still short of the marker at its 4th. And Gostkowski's kick is good. And that'll make it 6-0 here in the 1st. So scores on their first 2 possessions, but 6-0, so field goal is probably not what they were hoping for.
Yeah, you're exactly right about that. Not what they were hoping for, but they should be happy that they have points on the board. It almost feels like that old slow and steady wins the race, doesn't it? In this case, though, they want to be slow and steady now, but get explosive later and put the points up on the board.
Rudolph going to lead the Steelers up now 1st and 10.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Set. Green 39. Green 39.
Rudolph on 1st down. Eluding the pressure right. And this is incomplete. Vance McDonald, the tight end, was the target. And now it's 2nd down.
I know our vantage point might be a little bit better way up here, but that looked like an ill-advised throw to me. I didn't see anything open, and this play just didn't look right from the beginning.
It did not. I thought he might get outside and just chuck it away. Dangerous pass, incomplete. Line of scrimmage, again the 25, 2nd and 10.
Gun!
Back to the air, Rudolph on 2nd down. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked up by Minka Fitzpatrick, and they'll set up shop right near midfield at the 49-yard line.
Well, they didn't exactly show patience there, did they? Just down a score, they come out firing right away and compound things by throwing an interception. They put their defense in a really tough spot.
On 1st and 10, Strong escapes the sack. Trying to lay one up deep. And Stills has got it.
Oh, my God.
Miami.
Fuck out of here.
Kenny Stills, 49 yards. And the Dolphins are able to grow their lead. Well, what a quick turnaround there. They get the football. Next play, boom, touchdown.
I've been in a situation before where a turnover occurs. If you're over on the bench with your defensive mate and you're talking about what to do on your next series, and all of a sudden you hear sudden change, you've got to get out on the field and defend right away. Not everyone is mentally prepared to go.
Is that what is yelled on the sidelines a lot of times?
That, among other things.
Maybe some words we can't share here.
Yeah, we'll just keep this one PG.
FCC violation.
No doubt.
A handoff to start out the drive. It's Pumphrey. And they work this well upfield across the 45. That good for 22 and a first down.
I have to admit, I'm excited by that play call and the end result, because this is a team that's down big early in the first quarter, and a lot of teams will just panic, abandon the playbook, and just start firing the ball all over the place. It's way too early for that. Stick to what works for you.
Down double digits, and we talked about their game plan being both running and passing there. You're right. They're sticking to the game plan, getting the ground game going.
A lot of football left to be played.
This is caught by Antonio Brown. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. A good pickup there of 20 yards. A good grab there by the former Central Michigan man, Antonio Brown.
And he ate up some real estate on the catch, too, didn't he? I think the most impressive part of it, though, if there's a chance for him to get the football, even though he was covered well, he somehow finds a way to get it.
They'll run it now with Pumphrey. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And they'll get this one to about the 20-yard line. 12 more yards there and another first down. Well, you're down early. How do you get back in the game? Maybe establish the run. I think they're trying to do that.
Now, I'm with you on that one, and what I like about the message is that there's no panic from the head coach. He's already told his offensive coordinator, let's run the football, let's get things settled down a little bit and find our way back into this game.
Right back to him on first down. And after the good game last play, this time they say, as he's going to be stopped behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be second down. On second down, here's Rudolph. Flush to his right, and that will be incomplete. They couldn't hook up on what's going to be the final play of this first quarter. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Rudolph looking to throw it.
Oh, my.
For the third time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked up by T.J. McDonald, and he's going to return it to the 21-yard line.
Damn ball, man.
So that is 3 interceptions now in this first half, and you hate to ask the question, but let's be honest, we're thinking about it. Do you need to go in a different direction next series?
Potentially. We know that he's probably not going to be on the Pro Bowl ballot. That's not really his stature here.
Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And they finally get him down, but not before he reaches the 34. Well, it's one thing to grab it with one hand, but when you make a catch of that distance, quite another.
Yes, sir. I mean, that one right there, we keep talking about the high-flying antics that we're seeing from receivers nowadays. Doesn't matter what spot they start in. But when it actually does happen in the heat of battle, it brings me right out of my seat.
Well, usually you don't think of the cornerback coming in for a no-gain play, but that's what we had there. Nice tackle.
Yeah, and how about the range, too? Coming from the outside part of the play, moving his way into the inside and making that play happen. No gain for the offense, big play for the defense.
The stop for no gain brings up 2nd and 10 from the 20. Looking to throw on second down. Strong on the left side. This is Stills. And he gets it down to the 32. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's third down.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
Looking to throw. Strong. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on third down. Thought they were going to force a fourth down. Instead, P.I. gives them the first.
And that's frustrating because you think you've taken them really deep into the count, haven't you? Instead, you've got to start all over. That can really, really be demoralizing.
On first down, Strong. And too much on that one. It's out of the back of the end zone, incomplete. Devontae Parker was the intended receiver. And that'll bring up second down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. Give him 4 on the ground there. They're now left with 3rd and 6.
The passing game's been working quite well so far, but the running game's been a little bit of a struggle, and that's a surprise to me. Typically, when you can throw it, you've opened up lanes for your runners.
Here we go. Brand 38. Brand 38.
Off the play fake. Strong. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Raekwon McMillan coming in to drop him for a loss of 8, and it'll be 4th down. And Gostkowski's kick is good. And that's going to make this a 16-0 ball game. So he's been a busy man here in this first half. That's 3 field goals for him now.
And not just 3 field goals, but 3 for 3. So even though the offense has struggled a bit putting it in the end zone, they've still been able to come away with points due to his leg.
This is taken at the 3. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. The Steelers offense now, they get ready to head back on the field. And 3 interceptions in this game. And I would have to think, I wasn't a quarterback, but number 4 is kind of, oh, you're like, oh, man, I can't throw 4.
No, what's interesting is, what do the coaches decide to do now? Having thrown 3, do you alter your offensive strategy?
Nowhere to go here. He lost
Oh,
the
my God. Didn't be one of them type of games like this.
So the defense there, opportunistic.
It's nice to give them credit, isn't it? Because so many times it's more a matter of what the offensive guy didn't do. Didn't secure the ball, didn't cover up. In this case, just give credit to where it belongs. Knocked it free, made a big play.
Come on, let's go. Brand 38. Brand 38.
Following the fumble recovery. Strong. And he's going to be
I get the same fucking sack. This motherfucker don't even cover the damn ball.
In there to make the sack. He buries him for a loss of 10. Sacks a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. Stepping up, he's going to keep it. And able to fight forward inside the 15 to the 13. He's able to call his own number for 8 that time, but it leaves him with a 3rd down. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him, so when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
Look at this. I can't even go. Oh,
Touchdown, Miami.
wow.
Mike Gesicki from 13 yards out. And the Dolphins add on to their lead. Gostkowski the extra point. And that pushes the lead up to 23. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This is taken at the 3. And not a bad on return here, he gets it out to the 25-yard line. Now the Steelers offense gets ready to get back onto the field. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here, or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either. And while there is no gain on that run, we do know coaches whose identity is rooted in taking it almost to the limit and then changing things up on you down the stretch. I think we're getting really close to that point in time, though, where the identity may have to go out the window, and they've got to go a little bit faster in order to try and win the game.
They had the incomplete pass on 2nd down. Now they need a big play here, 3rd and 10. From the gun, here's Rudolph. Incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down.
An attempt at a deep ball there. They didn't get it. But, boy, they're going to need a few of those to actually hit in order to get back into this game.
Good thing they do have a little bit of time here still left in the contest. Decent-sized deficit, but not one that they can't manage. Give them 11 yards that time on the return. And this offense will take over right at the midfield stripe with a 1st and 10. And the Dolphins getting set to go here. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage.
56, right there, 56.
To throw on 2nd down. Strong steps away to his left. Now he'll square up and throw deep left sideline. So the long attempt falls innocently to the ground, and it brings up 3rd. 1 minute 53 ticks left to go in this first half. We'll come back to Miami after this. The Dolphins on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 11. Operating from the gun. Strong. Dancing to his left. And he's got some space here. And he'll slide down to avoid the tackle. A Miami 1st down, that one going for a gain of 11.
When they watch film of this game and hand out the grade sheets, he's going to really like getting a double plus on this play. Why? He scrambles and picks up a 1st down. But what else does he do? Protects himself by sliding and avoiding the big hit. Double plus, big-time play.
Throwing on 1st down. Strong. He dumps it off to Dre. And he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44. Now a stoppage here as it looks like we've got a Dolphin shaking up on the play. Hate to see this. Week 1 of the season. We'll be back. That pass play wound up for negative yardage, so here's 2nd and 11. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's able to get this one down to about the 40. 4 yards on the pickup there, and now they're left with a 3rd and 8.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice game like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
Flex round!
To throw on 3rd down. Strong. Fighting through pressure. Being chased out left. And he finds Stills.
I'm throwing in the towel on this one, man.
And he
That's
works
so
it
crazy.
past the 30, almost to the 25. That one good for 13 and a Dolphin 1st down. The Dolphins going to take their 2nd timeout. as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds to go in the first half.
What's on my damn phone?
Now a play fake here on first down. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Cameron Hayward in there to get him his second sack now of the afternoon. Sacks a growing theme in this first half. This is second and long. From the gun, Strong, and he's going to go down again. Now here's a timeout as they're going to get it with 8 seconds remaining here in the first half. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after first and second down went backwards. It's third and very long.
Ohio! Flex round!
Operating from the gun. Strong. Going for the deep ball. And this will be incomplete. 1 second left to go. And likely time for one final play here in the half, so they will go for it on fourth down.
Flex round! Ohio! Hut!
A final shot before break. Strong. And he's going to go down. Couldn't get a throw off with the pressure. Maybe that was for the best. As that brings us to the end of this first half of play. So we reach halftime here on opening weekend as we send you up to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman and our EA Sports Halftime Report. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. We'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. This one fielded at the 5. Oh, a nice spin. And some room to work. How did he stay on his feet? And he's going to be out of bounds across the 50. Great return. So that will push him back.
And now we know why he had a little extra space to run, don't we? An illegal block in the back, that penalty will move them back.
This is Drake. And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1.
You know how we get focused at end of the half and into the game situations about how much time's on the board and, you know, what you need to do? Sometimes you don't even have to worry about that. That's just smart football. You know, that kind of a lead, staying in bounds, it burns clock, even in a situation that we're not really focused on it.
Up at the 29 now, they'll head to the line, 2nd and a yard. They stay on the ground with Drake. Not much room here as he only gets it to about the 30. Stephon Tuitt, the one that got him down. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
The offense on third down tonight, 3 for 7 so far in this game. They're looking at third in the nose of the football. The pitch out to Drake. And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. Losing 2 yards that time, and now it's 4th down.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
Time for the Steelers offense now to get set for their first possession of half number 2. They were able to get the stop defensively. Now a chance to turn that into points on the offensive end.
Can you imagine what the grease board looks like at the half? Because
tell me.
that's exactly what they printed up. Stop them on defense, get the ball back for our offense, and pull downfield and score some points. Now, the last part remains to be seen, but they got the first part done very well.
Do people use grease boards, or you mean the magic marker boards?
Yeah, those two.
One play has him to the 37 here for 1st and 10.
Here we go now. 3-19. 3-19.
On 1st down, it's Rudolph. And he's going to be grabbed and pulled down. And here the pressure from the outside linebacking spot.
And normally when that happens and they're able to get home, that means the other guys on his team helped him out a lot. But they occupied people to allow it to be no less than a one-on-one situation, allows him to get home.
And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19.
Gone.
Out of the gun, Rudolph. This one complete, right side to McDonald. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. A good pickup there, 13 yards as they get closer for 3rd down. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. From the gun on 3rd down, it's Rudolph.
Oh my God, he's throwing the fucking ball.
Down he goes. Robert Quinn in there to pick up his 2nd sack now of the afternoon.
Back on it up, Philly. Here we go. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
They are going for it. It's Rudolph. And that's caught inside the 35.
I give up, man. You can have it.
And the
Man,
Dolphins have got it. And they're
2 clock
not
up, man.
able to
I don't even want to
convert
play
on
no more,
4th
man.
down.
Straight up.
Well, he did what he's known for. He made
Man,
the
shoot the
catch,
fucking
then
clock,
he turned
bro.
into a runner, took the contact, and coughed it up.
And all I remember as a player, when they catch the ball, when those acrobatic guys catch it, you have to make them pay sometimes. You have to put it on them. Big tackle, knock the ball free. Anything.
Now a clash of bodies here, and it's intercepted. Sean Davis with a pick. And they needed a break. They needed to make a play here in the 3rd quarter. Defensively, they did that. Now they got to go quickly and get some points on the board.
And the best part is that they made their own break. Taking the ball away. Now they just look at their offense and saying, guys,
let's go.
Come on, capitalize on this one.
Back to throw, Rudolph. And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down. Charles Harris in there to bring him down for a loss of 7. Now, following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17.
Blue 90.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he roams across the 20 to the 24-yard line. It's a 7-yard gain that gets him back to the original line of scrimmage. 3rd and 10.
Okay, he didn't break that one all the way, but you got to know that he feels like he's right on the verge, and that's probably exactly what he's telling them in the huddle right now.
Now let's go. 3-19. 3-19. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Throwing on 3rd down, here's Rudolph. And he finds McDonald. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A pickup of 24 on the 3rd down conversion.
It certainly feels like there are more stars at the tight end position than there were even 10 years ago. And I think it's become more of a glamour position because of the ways it can hurt a defense, and guys want to be involved. They can be in line, close to the line of scrimmage. They can split out like receivers. But hands, route running, speed, and some toughness to go across the middle, you put it all together, you got a heck of a tight end candidate.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
All right, here we go. 3-19.
Shotgun snap for Rudolph. And McDonald here over the middle. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or 2 shy of the 40. The passing game in rhythm right now for Pittsburgh. There's another 1st down. This quarterback now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10. Here's Rudolph. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Robert Quinn getting him once again, his 3rd sack of the afternoon. Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. Rudolph. And this is going to be caught. He won the fight for the football. First catch of the new season for him, and he picks up the first.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
Hurry up, here we go.
On first down, Rudolph. And he's got room. 10 more there and another first down.
Well, he did a nice job keeping his eyes downfield, waiting for someone to get open. But once the pressure forced his eyes down to see the rush, it was time to make a break for it.
Nothing in that first half, nothing on the last drive, but they're moving now with a 1st and 10. From the red zone now, Rudolph. And that'll be incomplete.
Well, he'd been targeted quite a bit on this drive, and finally I think the guys on the defensive side, they said no more. They slapped the double coverage on him, made it very tough for him to get the ball.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20.
Set. Green 39. Green 39. Gone, gone. Gone, gone.
Now it's Rudolph. Over the middle, hauled in by Smith-Schuster. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. And they'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for 3rd down. Rudolph going to throw on 3rd and 1. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And he gets the first down yardage he needs before he's brought down at the 6. Rudolph going to throw again. And he's going to be grabbed and pulled down. Charles Harris in there to get him his 2nd sack now of the afternoon.
This has been a tough one for this offensive line. It appears almost like they've been on roller skates this entire game, the way they've been pushed around. 6 sacks given up in this one.
And it's a fumble. And I think the offense got it back. They did. Inside the 10-yard line, they avoid disaster.
On plays like this, when the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or moved away from him.
And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown. Antonio Brown, a 9-yard touchdown grab. And the Steelers are able to close the gap just a bit. Rudolph now to throw. A hit as he throws there, incomplete. Protection was great. He had time to set up a campsite. But in the secondary, though, they were ready.
And I think that in most places on the field, if you have that much time to throw the ball, someone's going to shake free and you'll find an open receiver. But condensed near the goal line on a 2-point conversion, all that extra, there's not any extra field. So it kind of closes in on them, and that allows you to cover a little bit better.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Forced out to his left.
Fumble the fucking ball, man.
He can't get rid of the football, and he's taken down. Bud Dupree in there to pick up his 2nd sack now of the afternoon. Second and 14 as they've got work to do here after the sack. They'll run it now out of the gun. They'll get a couple yards back, but not more than that. They'll be left with 12 yards to go on 3rd down.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
The Dolphins on 3rd down. They've converted 3 times in 8 chances. This is 3rd down and 12. From the gun, Strong.
Look at this shit.
Nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
Get the ball.
And it looks like
down and distance coach is always talking about trying to avoid, isn't it? I mean, that's 3rd and long. And you just know they're pinning their ears back and coming after him, sometimes even with extra pressure.
And he knew that. I mean, he knew they were coming. He just fumbled it.
Yeah, he knew it. The offensive line knew it. Everyone did, yet the pressure was still there, and he ended up coughing it up.
Rudolph following the fumble recovery. And it's caught. It's Brown. Touchdown, Steelers. Antonio Brown, already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Steelers capitalize on the short field as they take it in for 6. Boswell on now to kick this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Dolphins offense now working their way back onto the field. They've got the 2-score lead. Look, though, they fumbled last possession, led to a touchdown. So while things look good here at this stage in the 4th, they got to be careful.
They definitely do, because they've actually brought them back into it, haven't they? They've given them hope once again. Their purpose on this drive, squash that hope one more time.
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Well, Brandon, pace comes into play now because they've got the advantage. They've got the football, but they've got to be very careful about what speed they're going to play. You know, my music teacher back in New Paltz, Mrs. Bythema Bagley, used to say, don't go prestissimo when you really want to go largo.
I was about to say, man, no way here.
Don't go too fast when you really want to go at a nice, slow, deliberate pace.
I am speechless. I am without speech. They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete. The Dolphins on 3rd down. They've converted 3 times in 8 chances. This is 3rd and 9. Operating from the gun. Strong, buying time to his left. Pressure comes, and the Steelers take him down.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush.
Exactly how your ass ready for you. The fucking bomb,
He gets this one away.
All that damn bullshit. All fucking damn game.
Now Brown. 47-yard punt, a return of 4. And the Steelers will go on offense here, 1st and 10. And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. And they were able to punch it in the end zone last time. They'll be looking to do that again here for the defense. Obviously, they'll be looking to stop them from punching it back in the end zone.
It always is punch, counter punch, isn't it? And which team has the advantage? Well, let's just go back. Last time on offense, they rolled downfield, got into a good rhythm. You can see a little more bounce in and out of the huddle. You can see the sideline really get into the game. So defensively, you're thinking to yourself, how do we take that away from them? How do we get the advantage back? Let's see what they come up with. I think pressure is always the first way to go.
You love pressure.
I love it.
We'll see if they dial it up this drive. A boost here to start the drive. After the penalty, it's 1st and 5.
Detroit! Detroit! Now let's go! Please!
Now Rudolph. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down.
It is tough to complete passes against zone defenses. The windows that you see open, they shrink pretty rapidly. How about being able to hit a moving target against a zone before the next guy can get there and make a play on the ball?
Not easy for any. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today.
Oh, my God.
Picked off by Rashawn Jones. And he'll return this one just shy of midfield to the 49.
Partner, we always talk about possessions being at a premium in these games. And now in this situation, throwing an interception here when you have to claw your way back in, that one's going to hurt, and in a big way.
So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10.
Hey, boys, got 4. 4 down. Flex Brown! Flex Brown! Shift! Shift! Switch! Flex Brown! Flex Brown! Alert flare! Ohio! Ohio!
From the gun, Strong. Going deep here for Parker. And this is, oh my goodness, he pulled it in one-handed. A gain of 32 that time.
Tell the truth, partner. You didn't think he was coming down with that one, did you? Come on, tell me the truth.
No, I didn't. I'll tell you what, though. A one-handed grab of that length. Talk about giving your team a little juice.
Oh, big time. I mean, everyone's going to be excited about that, whether you're on the field or not. It permeates its way through the entire team, and I can't wait to see what they do on the next down.
Now, a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
Flex round! Flex round!
Off play action. Strong. Out to his left. They'll wind up with positive yardage. It's a gain of 3, but now it's 3rd down.
How about a tip of the cap to the defense? They're working against a very mobile quarterback, but all day long they've kept him under wraps. And on that play, they held him to a short gain.
On 3rd down. Strong. He can run for it, and he will. He'll wind up getting 4 yards there on his own, but it also brings up 4th down.
I like his effort there. He got it done on his own. But let's face it, he puts defenses in a really stressful spot when he takes off and runs because a lot of guys have coverage responsibilities.
Good job of rallying, though, because I thought when he first took off, he might pick up the 1st down. And that one, my goodness, that was almost too easy.
Yeah, and you're not going to have too many attempts shorter than that one. I don't think anyone got a finger on it. That's about as bad a miss as you can have.
Rudolph going to lead the Steelers up now 1st and 10.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by Bobby McCain. And his guys are going to get the football at the 23-yard line. The interception woes, they just continue to mount. He's thrown 5 picks. At this point, you got to be thinking, is it something between the ears?
I think a confidence hit does occur once you start getting those numbers up there a little bit. But as you and I both know, it's not always just one guy's fault. Maybe somebody ran the wrong pattern. Maybe some balls were tipped. It could be so many different things.
And the Steeler pressure too much here. He's going to go down. Stephon Tuitt in there to sack him for a loss of 6. Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack. They'll run it now out of the gun. Down right around the 25. 3 yards on the gain. They're going to need to do better on this next play. It'll be 3rd and 12. This defense really clamping down. Although they're losing the game still, this second half has been theirs. And they're winning it. I almost equate it to being a boxer. And whenever you see a good fight, the guy who is on his toes and doing the punching, that's the guy who's winning. And that's the way they're going at it defensively now. Much more aggressive in their calls, much more aggressive in their pursuit. Time for a break. We'll come back and see this one out after this. Now, this is a big 3rd down, and you'd have to think we'd see a timeout right away if they can't stop him here.
Ohio! Ohio!
To throw on 3rd down. Strong. And he's going to be
Humbling
grabbed
that
and
fucking
pulled
ball.
down.
One thing that I liked about this guy during the draft process was his motor. Of course, I loved his skills, but he plays hard on every down.
And that motor on full display there as he gets his first NFL sack. And that one's not going to get there. Not enough juice. An ambitious effort, but it's well short. And this score will stay right where it is. So with that miss, Charles, you have to figure their fate. It might be sealed.
Yeah, you needed 2 scores. So you take the field goal first and then worry about getting the ball back. But that may not matter now.
Now Rudolph. And nearly another interception. They've been around the ball all game.
Oh, my God.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time.
Here we go now.
Now it's Rudolph. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Robert Quinn in there to take him down, and the clock will roll.
Remember, throughout my career here in defensive coaches always say, guys, you got to earn the right to rush the passer. Well, they put themselves in a great spot with this big lead, and they know they've got to throw the ball.
These pass rushers have to be salivating. It is pin your ears back time indeed. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. It'll be a gain of 6, and it'll be 4th down. Got to be careful here. They need to move quickly, but it's also 4th. 4th down, desperation time for Rudolph. Throwing right, and that's complete. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or 2 shy of the 40. They keep the game alive, at least for the moment, as it's a 1st down. On the run, it's Pumphrey. And he's going to get this down near the 30-yard line. Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time, and a 1st down. 1st down now, but that clock rolling. Running game working. They'll stick with it on 1st down. And this time the yards won't come so easy, as they'll, in fact, tackle him behind the line. So they will accept the penalty and move forward. Now they'll try to take advantage of that offsides call. Here's 1st and 5.
Here we go now.
Rudolph now to throw. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out, incomplete.
Anytime a defense can sit back in a zone like that, it tends to create a lot of congestion in the middle of the field. Makes it very hard to slot one in.
Looked like I-4 at rush hour in your hometown of Orlando, Florida. An absolute mess. Here's Rudolph. And this is caught. So it's a late touchdown, but maybe too late. Still a little time left on the clock, however. Coming from where they were, they knew this was going to be tough, but they got the touch. And now it's blocked. It's picked up alive, weaving through traffic, and now he's free. The 40, the 30, 10, 5, and he takes it the distance across the goal line for 2 points. Boswell on now to kick this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. So now here come the Dolphins. They have the lead, obviously, late in the game. I guess the good news for them is if for some reason they would make a mistake, a field goal does the opposition no good.
Everyone loves to have a little bit of a cushion, and that helps you immeasurably. But the bottom line is, do all the things that you're taught in order to close out the game. Don't even let that become an issue.
Yeah, but still a one-possession game. This one not fully over yet. And we will get a timeout with 2 ticks left. The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26.
Come on, let's go. Brad 38. Brad 38.
On 2nd down, it's Drake. And he'll be taken down here, and that is how this one is going to come to an end.